Kradsax here with a video regarding fast food. As many of you don't know, or maybe know, I want to be a comedian in life. That's what I want to do. And that pretty much means that I'm going to be locked into a shit job for a while until I make it. So I flip burgers. It's not a glorious life, but it pays the bills until my jokes will one day. Hopefully. Or I'll end up homeless.
Probably the latter.
Probably.
I'm kind of counting on me being homeless one day, because I too would love to be an entertainer. Doesn't have to be a comedian, but you know, that's what I'm doing right now. I love it, having a good time.
I told you I won't let you be homeless. You can live with me.
Oh yeah.
Thanks. Fucking thanks, dude.
Yeah, until then, working fast food right now. It's great. So great.
It's not fun.
I love it.
So, you know, there are a couple things that fast food really teaches you about yourself, and one of those things is that you appreciate sarcasm.
What?
I already appreciated sarcasm.
Yeah, so did I.
Isn't that why you got fired?
I never got fired. I got transferred.
So fast food.
How fast food ruined my soul. Because it did a lot of good things for me. You know, it paid the bills, it gave me free food.
It taught me social skills.
Yeah. Didn't it?
I was pretty shy before I started working at fast food, but after...
That is true.
Like, I actually talk more, I'm more into the situation, into the conversations.
It taught Ferg how to wake up to an alarm clock.
Dude, I had to rig my alarm system to shake my entire room to get used to that.
I
Yeah.
still never experienced that. You gotta show me sometime.
It's
rock my world,
impressive.
baby.
I need to see
I
this
will
as
rock the
well.
world.
It's impressive.
It went off once in like 3 in the morning when Frankie was staying over. He's like, oh, what the fuck is that?
And I'm just sitting there like, when the fuck is he gonna wake up?
Did I sleep through it first?
You did.
Like the first 10 minutes.
It was like 3 minutes at least. I was just sitting here.
3 minutes is an eternity to that
It
shit.
is just.
I know what it's like being woken up.
So, you know, fast food did some good things for all of us. But
We're here to talk about how fast
But
food
being a faggot, stop it.
ruined our souls.
I didn't ruin your soul's fast food.
Fast food ruined it.
Yeah.
If you would pay fucking attention
Oh,
to what
sorry.
I'm
that's
saying.
what he just fucking said.
So we're here today to talk about how fast food ruined our souls.
No, it's more like people. The people that eat fast food. Just dealing with drunk college kids as they drive through drunk.
As they drunkenly drive through a drive-through drunk. I mean, the people definitely provide some sort of experience, but it comes to a certain point in time where you happen to drop something on the floor, and you look at it, you look at the person next to you, and they look at it, they look at you, and you think between yourselves, like a silent exchange occurs, and that's, can we serve this?
I've had that.
And about 60% of the time, you go with yes, I can serve this.
Yeah, you can.
I would always throw it in the fryer first.
Yeah, you throw it in the fryer to cook off the bacteria.
Yeah, you know,
and
it's
you're good to go.
like 360 degrees.
It is.
So it's sterile.
Right,
It's fine.
yeah. It's sterilized,
It's
if nothing less.
It's
and then we have to throw it back on the grill to dry it off.
Yeah, dry it off.
You need to
Yep.
dry it off.
And they told me that was the best grilled cheese they ever had.
Oh,
It was... it was
fried and grilled cheese. Like, it doesn't get any better than that.
a fried
Just a
double
little
grilled
bit of
cheese.
dead bacteria on it, and you're good to go. One way that fast food has ruined my soul is that it has completely desensitized me from anything disgusting. If I go out to eat somewhere and I find a hair in my food, I'll
Yep.
just pick it off and not care. You know, you see those little, those clickbait articles of all of these nasty things that you see in fast food restaurants. I've seen all of that plus so much more. It's disgusting, and I just don't care. I'll eat anything as long as it's cooked, you know. If it's undercooked and I get sick, you know, that's one thing.
That doesn't just apply to your mouth, it goes to your hands. You know, when them
Yep.
sink drains clog,
Oh yeah.
that's it. You're going in there with your hand. You're not walking 6 feet to the plunger.
And you're not walking 4 feet to get some gloves on either.
You're not.
Oh no.
You're
You
gonna
don't have
reach.
time for that.
No, you don't have time
Right
for that.
in
It's
there.
fast food.
And you know what?
There's so
Even
much
if-
stress.
Even if you did have time for that, you're not getting paid for that.
Yeah, you don't get paid enough.
I mean, why do you go to work?
Wage.
$15. $15.
No.
I'm not saying that. Fast food workers don't deserve
$15. $15.
I think I deserve at most like 10, not 15.
At most?
At most.
Come on, dude.
Dude, come on. It's fast food. With how much work I do, I'm worth $10.
Fluker, I think you're worth more than $10.
You haven't seen me at work.
He's worth $10
I've
and
seen you at work.
Okay, yes.
You made my shakes and they were good.
I've made you make your own shake.
It was delicious.
That's why I don't deserve $10.
That's a good way to get fired.
Frankie would know about getting fired.
I got transferred. But if you want to get fired, a really good way to do that is calling your drive-through customers a bitch at 2 o'clock in the morning.
I think I called a customer an asshole once. as they were driving away, like, would
I
you
remember that.
would
Yeah.
you like any? And it, you know, they don't
Asshole.
wait, they don't let you finish your sentence. I'm like, okay, asshole, I didn't want to finish this sentence.
Yeah.
You know, can I talk to your manager? I'm like, sure. Comes up like, he called me an asshole, and then my manager, who had a headset on, was like, I didn't hear him call you an asshole.
So, Evan, how did fast food ruin your life?
Well, in a different way than you guys, because I didn't work the same fast food job. I delivered some food that were shaped in circular shapes, pizzas. But how did fast food ruin my life? Man, how didn't it?
How about this? This is one of my favorite stories of yours. Old church you used to deliver to.
It was a Christian school. Man, every day on Fridays. Friday was the busy day for pizza, and of course this Christian school had a bunch of kids, it's like K through 8. They would order, it was like in the 50s, you know, of pizzas, like 50 pizzas. And we opened at 11, and they wanted those pizzas delivered by 10:30. So we weren't even open. So we'd have to come in an hour earlier than the hour that we used to come in to set up. So we'd come in an hour earlier, so 2 hours before open, set up real quick, get these pizzas made up, delivered, and they would stiff me every time. No tips. And I remember one time they had the goddamn balls to say, "Oh, your tip is going to the Lord today." I can't
That's
believe
the one.
Somebody,
That's the one.
somebody said that to me, some
That's
lady.
the one.
And she said it with a smile. And I was just like, you know what?
You know what else is going to the Lord today? Your soul.
Your soul!
Oh, you're
you
damn
old
right.
bitch!
People suck.
Yeah,
And that said, one thing you learn about fast food is everybody is an asshole.
indeed.
Everybody,
Every single person.
Everybody,
including us.
Including your coworkers, yeah.
Yeah, especially your coworkers.
Let me tell you a story about me as a coworker. I went into the back once, looking for some cups or something like that. Squatted down to look for the cups in the rack. Put my head against the shelf. Fell asleep.
I remember that.
Yeah.
I remember that. I was like, where's Frankie? There's also the time that, like, we were telling you to take out the trash, and, like, 30 minutes later, because it got busy, and there was nothing we could do, we had to keep working, and 30 minutes later, we're like, where the hell is Frankie? And I go to, like, start taking out the trash, and he's just sitting out there on the curb waiting for me, like, why couldn't you just come back in?
Yeah. I remember that too. And I was like, what took you so long? You were like, you fucking piece of shit.
Another way that fast food ruined my life is that I've learned what tipping's like, and I've seen how people just don't tip.
Oh,
So
yeah.
now I tip
Oh,
so much
yeah.
extra. I tip like 30 to 50% almost every time. So my wallet is empty. I don't know why. I can't help it. I have to tip that much.
It's like you feel like a moral obligation to
Yeah.
compensate for.
Yeah, you know better.
Right,
Yeah.
yeah, you just
You
know,
know
the
what they go
struggle.
through.
Right.
Yep.
And even when service is bad, there's a backstory.
Oh yeah. There's always a
There's,
backstory.
there's always a reason.
Every now and then you'll get the server who just doesn't care.
Yeah,
That's
it-
pretty rare.
Yeah, it's not always that.
And even
It's
when
just-
I have a bad experience, I still tip 20%.
Yeah.
At least. At least.
Always.
Yeah, that's your base.
Yeah,
20 is the base.
yeah. If you tip $2, you suck.
Unless, you know, it's a
$2
$5 order.
I don't tip anything less than $5, even when tips are okay.
I'll tip
Sometimes
$3.
$4 if service isn't.
If I
that
buy
great.
a milkshake and the milkshake is $2.50, I'm going to tip $1.
I usually tip 3. 3 is my minimum.
I'm not going to get more than $1 for a $2.50 item.
So he's an asshole.
Yeah, there
I'm
you
not
go.
an asshole.
$1 tip.
That said, the service industry in America is fucking bullshit.
They need to get rid of the tipping.
Yeah, we need to get rid of the tip system.
And
Like,
general,
it's
yeah.
great for just, you know, showing your gratuitous, but as a payment method, so companies can like pay their employees less and rely on customers to pay their employees, it's bullshit. I mean, to be fair, legality, like they have to pay you minimum wage if you don't make that much for a year's time, but
Right.
you know, even so,
Right.
minimum wages, you can't live off of minimum wage.
$15! $15! $15! $15!
Dude, working drive-through like overnights has made me terrified to drive on the road.
The amount of drunk people that come through,
It's just terrifying. 2 in the morning,
every
people
other car.
running into your building. Like, oh, it's fine. It's a pay. I'm like, dude, you just hit my building. Oh, it's okay.
Just a little scratch in my car, I don't care.
They'd be throwing up in your drive-through ports.
So much
just
puke.
my friend.
Oh,
So much puke.
You know I have to mop that, right?
I've never cleaned up puke, but I've seen everybody else clean up puke.
You know I
I've never
have
had to
to
clean
mop
up puke
that.
either. Yeah.
All right, truth be told, I got sent outside a few times to mop it, and I didn't.
We're gonna eat it tomorrow morning.
You know, the sad thing is that I want to be a comedian, he wants to be an entertainer, he wants to do something with this, and Evan's just along for the ride. But, you know, a lot of things that I say are true.
We don't even make stuff up. Even our skits are based on our real life personality.
Based on true stories.
Based
True
on true
events.
stories.
True events.
Just like
on-
every movie you ever see.
Based on true events. Yeah.
Based on a true story.
Yeah.
I had a nightmare that I was a trombone.
No, that was my heavenly dream.
That was your heavenly dream.
Heaven-
I was a trombone and I got blowjobs day and night.
And Frankie really does suck at singing.
He does. He thinks he's good though, it's funny.
It's
And
weird.
you know, some of it is that, you know, I want to be a comedian, he wants to be an entertainer, Ferg wants to do entertainment too, and Evan's just along for a ride. But you know, some of what they say is just joking. So, you know.
Yeah, okay.
Oh.
Alright.
Except for that.
Yeah, well.
Seriously.
Look at that face. You can't.
You can't sing.
He thinks he can though, it's funny.
He does, and no matter what we say, he won't believe us.
That hurts my feelings, man.
Whatever. You don't care.
You don't have
You
feelings.
have a black heart and a dead soul. You don't have feelings.
Well, you can thank the restaurant industry.
That's right.
You know, eloquence is one of my many talents.
Not mine.
Disappointing sex is another.
Not mine.
Really, Fluker?
Fluker.
What's he gonna say? Like 30 seconds.
30 seconds of pure bliss.
For you.
Just go in. Where you go. Now she enjoys it too.